let's move on and connect with our expert to understand that what is the expectation going ahead. With this, let me welcome on board Mandar Jamsandekar, who is the Director at Precision Technical Analysis. Very good afternoon, Mandar. Firstly, your take on the benchmark indices, because after a fall in the last week, we have seen some respite coming in. But in the last half an hour or so, the sentiment was actually weakened because Bank Nifty was down about 100 points from the day's highest point, as well as we have seen a bit of a selling in the Nifty 50, and Reliance also was not supportive. So going ahead, what is your expectation? Can we continue this green trajectory for some more days now, or there's some pressure that could subside at the higher ends?
Shishti, good afternoon and thank you for having me on your show. Basically, the view right now is of indecision. So we will see a range-bound move, and as we know, on Thursday we have the Fed chairman speaking on the recent policy meeting that happened. So therefore, till then, I believe the market is going to stay cautious, and we could see a similar kind of trend that we saw today in the intraday trade going forward in both the indices, Nifty as well as the Bank Nifty. So we could see a choppy trade. In case of Nifty, for the spot Nifty, a good kind of support exists at around 19,300, 19,275. Upside is limited to 19,450, 500. So a 200 point range for the Nifty, and for the Bank Nifty, I'm expecting a 600 point range. So that's a very narrow range for both the indices, at least for this week. So I would suggest that one should not look at the indices, at least avoid trading the indices at least for this week, because it's going to trade in a very narrow range, and it's going to be an indecision kind of a trade. But yes, out of the index, there will be plenty of stocks, small caps as well as mid caps, which should be able to shine, and those are the opportunities which one should focus on.
Right, Mandar. Also, if I can quickly ask you for your picks in this kind of a market.
Yes, Harsh. See, I've got two stock picks. Both are investment views. First is Jain Irrigation. The stock, after consolidation, has managed to break past a resistance around levels of 50 and 52. So that's a positive. So the chart suggests that after a year of consolidation, the stock is going to start a fresh up move, and quite possibly the stock can be a multi-bagger going forward. So therefore, an investment view, a buy in Jain Irrigation with a stop loss at 49 for an upside target of 90. And the second stock is from the auto space, that is Ashok Leyland. This stock, after a consolidation for 3 years, managed to break past its resistance at around 170. Since then, for the last 3 months, has been trading up steadily, moving up, and it's a silent mover. So nobody is talking about Ashok Leyland right now. So that, I think, that's a positive for the stock, and therefore a buy in Ashok Leyland with a stop loss at 180 for an upside target of 230.
Okay, Mandar, we'll let you go on that. Thank you so much for joining us today on ET Now with your view on the benchmark indices as well as stock-specific ideas.